Okay, good evening. How are you all doing? We are just going to get started in the 3 minutes. So right now we're just getting all the stuff ready. Hope you guys are joining in, streaming in. We're going to have a blast today. Perfect. So the meeting is being streamed live and we are going to start in sharp 3 minutes. Meanwhile, I hope these sessions that we are doing are bringing immense value to each and every one of you. The only reason we are doing this because we want to stay connected. I want to bring more and more value, and at the same time, it's an amazing feeling, right? We get to really prove to you of what's possible. Now today, of course, since I haven't really made a YouTube video today because we are doing this particular live session, I just decided to pop up with some ideas. I mean, we just always need to keep the income flow going on, isn't it? If that's the case, we need to really create some kind of a plan so that we have a steady income flow generating. So now, for those who know that I am a doctor, so one of the biggest things that I just decided today, let's get started, is in terms of really being in a position where I can help the students, I can help the young students, the youngsters, by teaching them biology. So that's an amazing thing that we're just going to get a head start with. We're going to start with the biology private tuition classes. That just adds to the entire fun element of it. And at the same time, I think a very, very important part of 2020, 2018 and 2019 for me has been reading personal development books which are related to self-help. You get to maximize a lot of amazing things. So this being the upcoming month will be the last month of 2021. So we want to really kickstart with some kind of motivation so that once 2022 begins, we want to be in a position to be able to really be the best version of ourselves. So another initiative that's going to very, very soon be launched is called as the Sun's Den Book Club, which definitely is going to include loads of discussions on books, and we're going to be in a position to be able to really read a lot of books together and at the same time learn the most from it. So for those who are being connected, we are going to start sharp in a minute. And I just want to really acknowledge each and every one of you, those who are being here. It's such an amazing thing. We are all connecting every single week. We are clearing off all your doubts, every single doubt that you have. We are clarifying each and every one of it. So the beauty of it is that it turns out to be a beautiful interaction. So very, very good evening to everyone present here. Hello, Nambamita ma'am. Hello, Rahman. So here's how the entire Q&A session goes on. Every single question that you have related to public speaking, you got leadership, you got creating online courses, you got content creation, you got social media, really handling your social media in a way that it serves. You have an opportunity to ask the questions right here. So how do you ask those questions? You can either put it up in the chat, and once the questions keep popping up, I will continue answering them. At the same time, this also it's a pretty interactive session as well. You can unmute yourself and ask me the questions. So I can hear you out as well, and we will be able to get on with it. So whatever questions that you have, please do start putting them up in the chat. For those who are also joining in, I mean, it's such a pleasure and honor. Every single Monday, we make the most of it by really getting all our doubts clarified. Doubts on conversation, like how to go about things and all those things. So just put up your questions. Let's see what are the different kinds of questions that is there available. By the way, I've just hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, and I want to thank each and every one of you, those who have been consistently watching the content. So it's just amazing. It's an amazing feat to be able to have 100 subscribers within 2 weeks. I mean, I've not really done anything like this before. So please do put up your questions. Let's see what are the questions that we have today, and we're going to answer them one by one, right? So related to stuff related to public speaking, for those who are pretty clear about public speaking, always the kind of content we create, obviously make the most of it when we go to the different resources that are available, whether it's Udemy. You can get in touch with us over a Calendly link. Like there's a Calendly link in the description as well, I'm sure. So you can definitely get in touch with us on a one-on-one. That would be even better. Okay, so please do drop in your questions. Let's get started with today's Q&A. I'm sure there will be a lot more people joining in very, very soon. As of now, you all are here, so please do shoot your questions. Let's see what today's episode number 2 of our live Q&A sessions that we are going through. So put up your questions. Let's see what are the ones that we have. Okay, yeah, Rahman sir, hello. Yes, please bring up your question, Rahman sir.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Yeah.
Suryadeep sir, how are you?
Good, good, good. So good. Good to see you. Yeah.
Yeah, even me too. It's a long wait for me to talk to you. My wish
Oh,
was 1 year back.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah.
So what is my concern is almost more than 1 year I have enrolled to Speak and Grow family. Okay, but till now not even single video I have made it.
Okay.
I have seen that award-winning shows and all, but in between, lot of ups and downs came. So I just left. I have not done any kind of videos or anything. Even I have not completed the course also.
Okay.
As soon as I open the video camera to make a video, I will go blank.
Okay.
I will
Okay.
not get anything.
Huh.
That is the problem.
Okay.
So what to do?
Okay. Perfect. So first of all, let's give it up for Rahman sir, everybody. Okay. Thank you so much for putting up that question. I'm sure it's a question that every single one of us have. I mean, how do we even get started? And the best way to go about it is just to get started. I mean, you need not be perfect with who you are, what you are, and all those things. Perfection is a myth. What we are ideally looking for is progression. Progression. So here's what it is. See, I turned bankrupt 2 weeks back. The first thing I did is I posted a video. Every single time I'm hitting a high, I'm achieving something, I'm making a video. Every time I'm hitting a low, I'm making a video. It need not be perfect. It's always that you just need to turn on the camera. You need to take a deep breath in and just go about sharing. It's always more of you taking responsibility of yourself. I mean, this is something that I personally believe in. Each and every one of our lives, I think, wait, I'll just quote Jim Carrey. Yeah, Jim Carrey mentioned in one of his interviews when he won the Oscars award and all, and he was being asked, how do you continue to do such flamboyant work? And he simply said, each and every human being on this planet has an Oscar award winning story simply by looking at their lives. If that is the case, then you are actually doing injustice to yourself and each one of us, because we want to learn from you. We want to learn from your stories. So if you start making videos with that mindset, doesn't matter whether I'm perfect or not, whether I've been through any courses and everything or not, I'm just going to share. I'm just going to be open with my stuff. And if that happens, I think it's all about just getting, just 1 second. One more. Yeah, okay, perfect. So I hope I answered that question. Well, just take it one step at a time, make one video at a time, promise yourself you're going to do one IC challenge every single day in the group, and you would, who knows, I mean, I might be the person who will just watch your video and give you the feedback. That's something that I love doing. Okay, perfect. So Yogendra sir is asking, sometimes you do not get the right time and you know that you only remember while uttering the speech. So I'm assuming the question is, how do I frame my speech properly? So if that is the case, here's what ideally I would do. You are in a particular stage. Obviously, you know what is the incident, what is the occasion, what are the kind of people that is there in front of you. All those things you already know, isn't it? Ideally, what you are supposed to do is just acknowledge the points that you want to share. So let's just say if I am in a marriage ceremony, my friend is getting married, I already know, okay, I'm going to talk about some good stuff, the experiences that I've had with my friend. I'm just having that brief mindset in my head. If my mindset and insight and message that I want to share is strong, it's there, then I simply need to connect it with stories. So the stories are actually the foundations foundations to the message. People will not remember your message. I mean, I can go on saying marriage is a union of two souls. Each and every one of us want to get married because we want to live a life with someone. We want to share our life with someone with whom we resonate with, connect with, and all. I can go on like this for 2 minutes max, 3 minutes max, 5 minutes max if I'm good with my words. But if I start with straight away, let's just say, simply sharing a story between me and my friend, that's it. That's how we get started. That's how we get, we get into the groove, right? So ideally, whenever you're not really able to think about what you're going to say, just focus on two things. I have a message that I want to deliver, and I need to connect stories that will resonate with that particular message. That's how you deliver. It becomes like with some practice, you can literally do it instantly. That's what I would always do, and it works like anything. Okay, so I hope I answered that question, Yogendra sir. Right. So for all the others who are tuning in, please do drop your questions regarding public speaking, course creation, content creation. You want to go for your social media, different forms of social media, all those things. All the questions will be answered here itself. I'm assuming last week there were a lot of questions and we were not really able to answer all of them. So this would be the right time to ask each and every one, all the questions, right? So, okay, yeah, by the way, from the month of December onwards, we are going to start with our second batch of impromptu communication mastery. Impromptu communication mastery. To know more about it, tomorrow we are conducting a phenomenal 90-minute training. Okay, so I want each and every one of you to be there. It's going to be just bang on. Like, how can you speak confidently instantly? Okay, it's a 90-minute training. Please do attend that. Loads to learn. Okay, there you go. Nitin sir is asking me, we can understand almost everything, but we face problem while replying in English, vocabulary, fear, or deficiency. Okay, so I'm assuming your question is, how do we deal with this problem, Nitin sir? I hope that's right. Okay, so let's go one by one. The first thing is, there are two ways that our brain works whenever we are speaking a different language. Now, my mother tongue is Bengali. So when I started learning and speaking in English, that was when I was in Bangalore. I'm talking about 2015. I was only comfortable with Bengali. But then I went on processing whatever I want to speak in English by first thinking in Bengali and then translating it. Thinking in your mother tongue, translating it, right? That's what makes it so weird, isn't it? The second way our brain works is to simply go about speaking that language as it is. Simply speaking English. So right now, even as I'm delivering in English, in hardcore raw English, there will be a lot of grammatical errors. There will be a lot of fillers. There will be a lot of ahs, ums, conjugations, and all those things. The whole point is, you got to continue the process of speaking and refining. That's the right word, okay? Speaking and refining. What do I mean by that? Every single time I speak, I always have my ears open and I observe what is the kind of English that I'm speaking all the time. I am trying to be aware of what are the mistakes that I do. Mistakes in the form of, it's not really mistakes. It's just that I want to make sure that my words are concise, compact, effective. I want to speak less and deliver more. Okay. And in order to do that, the first thing is obviously just to think in English. Just think in English. How are you? I am fine. What is your name? My name is Suryadeep Mazumdar. That's it. Simple. Simplify the conversation. Number two, this is a very big technique. Don't stretch a sentence with and, but, so, because, and all those things. Break down the sentences. Suryadeep, how was your day? I woke up at 7 a.m. in the morning. Full stop. I began my day by taking bath, finishing my morning ablutions. Full stop. Then I had my coaching call, 1 hour coaching call with a client. Full stop. Don't go on extending the sentences, same sentences over and over again. Break it down. It becomes a lot easier. Coming to vocabulary, fear, or deficiency, this is a very big one. And this is where the point number 3 comes into the play. Start watching English movies, English TV series, English podcasts, reading English books. When you continue this process, what happens is you get into the groove of acknowledging what are the newer words that is coming in. Get the idea? By the way, there's this actually reminds me of a very interesting initiative once again. We have recently started a new English speaking Telegram channel in which you can get used to the whole process of framing your sentences in English, improving your vocabulary, understanding the fundamentals of spoken English. I think the team will be putting up the link of that Telegram channel. Make sure that you're joining that. A lot of interesting debate sessions, quiz sessions, spoken English sessions and all coming up. So that's going to be a huge improvement for you. I hope that answers your question, Nitin sir. Okay. Reman sir is again asking me, what exactly happened that you went, okay, what exactly happened that I went bankrupt? So for that, Reman sir, what you can do is you can go to my YouTube channel, right? I will just post this particular, okay, wait one moment. I will just post this particular streaming link on the chat. The streaming link, this session is going live on YouTube right now. So for all my beloved YouTube subscribers and followers, you can definitely get in touch with me on YouTube. And over there, I've explained everything. In fact, I'm doing an entire 1-month challenge called Becoming Unbreakable series. Every month, every day, I'm putting up a video and I'm sharing my progress. So from zero, from this 200 rupees, I managed to hit, right now, my net worth is 27,085 rupees in just 2 weeks. So I'll probably be earning some more in another couple of days. So I'm just trying to prove that anything is possible. You can go completely down and you can come up. Okay, that's for that you've got to sign up for my YouTube channel and you'll get to know more. I hope that answers your question. I hear Ram answer. Okay. Now, Navamita ma'am is asking me, how do I make my Facebook fan page for promotion of my e-learning business? Could you help me, please? Okay. Now, Facebook fan page, it's really very interesting how wonderfully Facebook fan page works. And this is also a process in which the Facebook fan page algorithm, as well as your LinkedIn algorithm, works pretty much like here and there, right? The process is you need to be consistent in creating content and serving your community, your Facebook fan page. Every single time you're posting content, whether you get likes or comments or not, it's going to reach out to a lot of people. The more content you produce, the more people it reaches out to. Now, Facebook fan page is ideally to be used, to target your audience through entertainment. Entertainment meaning if you want to sing a song, you cannot sing it in YouTube. You can, but it will not give you monetization because of copyright issues. So the songs or the dance, I would put it up in my Facebook fan page, and simultaneously every alternative day or once in every 3 days, I'm going to create some kind of a poster, my photo, some kind of a video, a short clip, something related to my e-learning business. Now, I'm not directly posting my advertisements on my Facebook fan page. You can do that, but ideally I would use my Facebook fan page for interaction. Let's just say if my e-learning business is all about right now impromptu communication. So I just write a small little story, or I'll just share a small little story over a video. When I went for my first ever interview, the manager asked me, why should we hire you? And I went on saying, I'm a dentist, I'm so and so, so and so. I gave every possible answer other than what he wanted to know. What do you think he must have wanted to know? Question mark, drop it in the comments. So now what happens is whoever's going through, you're going to read the whole thing and then they answer it in the comments. You're building a relationship. You are engaging with the audience. For more details, you can connect with them through the comments itself. For more details, drop me a message. I'm going to give you all the details. So the interaction is happening. Other people that are watching that, they are also getting in touch with you. So that's how the organic marketing of your e-learning business happens. That's how it's been working on for me so far, whatever little bit is going on. So I hope I answered that question, Navamita ma'am. Okay, brilliant. So that's so far, these are the questions that I've answered. Now others, come on, put up your question in the chat or unmute yourself and ask me if there's any question related to your communication. You got your e-learning business, you got your online course creation, you got using your social media and all. Of course, yeah, TEDx and stuff as well. We are looking to answer those questions. So.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, Surabhi ma'am. Chalo, let's give it up for Surabhi ma'am, everyone. Yes.
How are you? How are you?
I'm so good, and right now I'm become even better because now I can see you smiling.
Thank you so much for connecting and like putting up this session, because one very important thing we can give to others as a gift is our time, and that is what you're doing. One question which was I was quite bugged up with this question, that while this my TEDx talk is online, Okay, so we don't have movement facility in online talks. So what should be the criteria? Because only your 3/4 body is visible. You cannot move because maybe the mic starts creaking and something like that. So what should be the criteria which should be followed?
Okay, okay. So before I answer that question, let's all give it up for Surabhi ma'am. I mean, so far in this 2021 year, there has been only a handful of Speak and Grow family members, our family members, who have made it to the TEDx, and Surabhi ma'am is the recent one, an inspiration to all of us. And I always look up to her. So huge round of applause for Surabhi ma'am. Congratulations, first of all.
Thanks, sir.
Now coming to your question, uh, I'll just tell you what I usually do. Okay. Whenever you look at presenting your entire speech online, now let's just say we're going to take it in 3 steps. First, this is a natural background that I have. If my background is natural, if my Boya mic is connected, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the Boya mic is kept outside, not inside. If it's kept outside, then there won't be any screeching sound or anything as such. Then I will actually do something that is called as an online or virtual stage choreography. What is a virtual stage choreography? My entire speech, I'll divide it into different parts in my stage. So ideally, here's what I do. I go back and then I divide it into 3 parts of 1, 2, 3. These 3 positions I'm going to stand and speak. So this will be 1. This is the first position. Then I go number 2, and then I go number 3. I won't move too much, but I'll just take a small little step, and I'm going to use the stage that I have. At the same time, if there are moments when during my speech, I want to make the audience think a little better, focus on me a little more, I'll just come front, I'll bend over, I'm going to go near to them, and I'm connecting with them. You see, so that's the basic principles of stage choreography. Ideally, here's what I did. 3 stories, I'll use 3 parts of the stage. And then finally, when I'm coming to my conclusion in my speech, I'll come to the center again. I'll come a little forward, and then I'm interacting with them through questions or sharing my insights. So the way you craft your entire speech, you can also craft your stage choreography accordingly. That adds a scintillating element to your speech. So I hope that helps, Surabhi ma'am. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for your input, Surya, and definitely I will follow that.
Okay.
And one more confusion which I had in my mind was that I reached division level last year in international speech competition. So the person whom I lost to, who got the first position, what he did, he placed his camera quite far away, and his entire body was visible. It was the camera lens was so far away from him that not his entire body, his entire room was visible, and he was utilizing the entire space as if he had created a stage for himself.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I didn't like that setup too much, but it was commendable for other people. Like they said that he won because of that only. Otherwise, we were very close. Everybody said because he utilized the entire space, he was moving, he used props also. And I am not that comfortable with props because props always divert my attention. So this is something, is it feasible doing all this, like moving all around the room, creating that? Is it good?
Okay, yeah. So I'll purely answer this question being in the judge's seat. Okay, now I've been one of the chief judges in one of the club contests. So I'll simply tell you exactly as a judge, how would I feel? Here's what happens. I have a speech that includes my body language, vocal variety, content. Done. Now, all the add-ons comes in the first segment of the judge's ballot. If you see, if you observe the judge's ballot in the Toastmasters International, it comes under your presentation. Okay, and also you have another 15 points which is exclusively dedicated to what are the different elements that you use in the speech. Elements meaning stage choreography, you got your props, you got your metaphors, you got your those connections and insights, those one-liners. So thinking of it from a contest perspective, you have to add all these unique elements in order to really get that extra couple of points. And I remember first of all, again, high five Surabhi ma'am, because we are both, I think, in the division level. We reached the division level. So again, such a thing. I mean, today I need a pat on the back, I'm sure. Oh, okay. Now, in the humorous speech contest division level this year, what happened in our district, there was a guy who was presenting a speech, and suddenly he went away from the camera, and suddenly there were sounds, okay? We had plates being thrown, glasses being thrown, all these weird kinds of things, because he wanted to simply express that he was pulled away by his wife, and his wife beat the hell out of him.
Right,
Then he
right.
came in. So it's such a creative use of props, such a creative segment added in his speech, and that gave him the first prize. I came second. See, it's such a little thing, but it creates such a big impact. So if you look at all the champion speeches, they have props, they have these elements, they use the stage. And if that's how the judges work, then we have to kind of like mold ourselves accordingly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Surabhi ma'am. Let's give it up for
So
Surabhi ma'am,
much.
everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, I got a flying kissy also. Okay. Okay. Anmol sir is asking me, how do we change our negative beliefs into positive beliefs? Would you suggest any practical way of doing it? Well, beliefs is what runs into your thoughts, like running of thoughts. Thoughts being accepted are called as beliefs. You give some attention to the thoughts, and it turns out to be a belief. Now, ideally, the first step to work on it would be to understand and categorize what are the beliefs that are supporting you, that are helping you, that are serving you, and what are the beliefs that are pulling you down, that is holding you back. You're not really able to be your fullest. That's the first thing you need to do. Just categorize these two. I would name them as empowering beliefs, disempowering beliefs. That's the first step. Second step, there is no such thing as positive or negative, right or wrong. No. I just went out with my partner a couple of minutes back before this session for some tea. While drinking tea, we had a guy smoking cigarette. Now, for me and my partner, smoking cigarette is wrong. But for him, it's like an element of being cool and all those things, right? So there's no such thing as right or wrong. You just have to ask yourself what is serving you, what is not. That's first. Next thing is you focus on more of the beliefs that serve you, and don't give attention to the ones that don't serve you. So for example, I'll give you my example. I turned bankrupt. So I had every possible reason to jump out of my 4th floor balcony, end this life. I had every reason to just go back home, surrender to my parents that I couldn't do it, I'm so sorry, and all those things. Or I can take that as a challenge. I can leverage it to create a legacy, really carve out something huge. In fact, I've already set a milestone that by the end of 2021, I'm going to be earning 2.5 lakhs, clear all my debts, and not just that, be in a position that I can help people, serve people with the gifts and talents that I have, the skills that I have. It's a challenge that I've decided for myself. So when it comes to understanding the beliefs, obviously you need to be in a position to acknowledge them first, accept them second, and then upgrade them third. These are the 3 steps. The best way to do it, obviously, you can be a part of our book community, which we are going to be launching very soon. We're going to go through a lot of amazing personal growth and self-help books in the form of a discussion-based practice. We get in the whole process of conditioning our beliefs through reading, through acknowledging. So that would be, I hope I answered that question, right? Nitin sir is again asking me, can anyone suggest me a book covering daily used 5,000 plus vocabulary book I want to buy? Okay. So when it comes to vocabulary bank, if I'm understanding your question correctly, you want to know which book should I read that's going to increase my vocabulary. Now, that's one way to do it. I mean, vocabulary, of course, you want to go, there are lots of apps. You search on Google, how can I increase my vocabulary? You'll get a lot of apps. There are a lot of apps available in the Play Store or iOS store. You can download them. You can start learning those new words every single day. But here's how I have improved my vocabulary. I read fiction. Because fiction includes concepts shared in the form of stories. Who is my favorite when it comes to fictional quality content? Paulo Coelho. Read The Alchemist. Veronica Decides to Die. hippie, then all these Paulo Coelho books, they're just amazing. Read Harry Potter books. You'll understand how to play with words creatively using your words. Or if you really want to use vocabulary by understanding vocabulary as well as upgrading yourself, how to craft your words in the best possible manner, read Robin Sharma. Who Will Cry When You Die? The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, the 5 a.m. Club, his latest book, The Everyday Hero Manifesto. You can definitely go ahead with that. In fact, if you're looking for a book, definitely you can reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to share a lot of books with you. I think we've got a lot in our virtual bundle, so that can be done. Perfect. So I can see Jayanta sir's hand raised. First of all, Jayanta sir, hello. So good to see you. And let's bring up Jayanta sir. Yes. What is your question, sir? Oh, looking bright in the yellow t-shirt, glowing. Okay. Yeah, Jayanta sir, you're on mute. Yes, you can unmute yourself. Wait. You're still on mute, sir. Yeah.
Give me a few tips, just a few tips, and a small and few tips for the best effective communications.
Best effective communication. Okay. First of all, let's give it up for Jayanta sir. I mean, he's such an energetic soul, and the best part is that I think the day I'm going to meet Jayanta sir, first thing I
got energy from Surya. Suryadeep. Surya gives the energy, and you are the Surya, your son.
Okay.
From you, I get the energy.
Thank you. Two things I'll do when I'm going to meet Jayanta sir. First is I'm going to give him a nice little Jadu ki chappi. Second, I'm going to pull his cheeks. He's so cute and adorable.
Yeah, are you at Calcutta or are you at Pune?
I'm in Pune right now. Yeah.
You're in Pune.
Yeah.
Okay. You left Calcutta.
Not really left, just temporarily building my legacy in a new city. Then I'll be back in Kolkata, of course. Okay.
So when will you back? Can we meet?
Yeah, definitely. I think when I'll be back, I'll call you up and definitely we'll meet then. Okay. I'll come with Yogeshwari, so you can.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, amazing. Let's give it up for Jayanta sir, everybody. And amazing and beautiful question. Few tips on how can I communicate effectively. So I'll give you 5 quick tips. The first, identify the message that you want to portray. Identify the message. Most of the times we just go on speaking and we forget about what is the actual reason that we want to speak. So identify your outcome. Okay. Point number two is use a personal story. Use a personal story. When you use a personal story, the entire conversation turns so interesting. Super interesting. Number 3, turn it into a conversation. How do you turn it into a conversation? Asking effective questions in between your conversation. Asking effective questions, as in, let's just say I'm talking about leadership. The other day, I was working with one of my clients. I was designing his online course. While talking to him, I asked him, sir, are you able to resonate with the topic? If he was able to connect with the topic, he'll definitely tell me, yes, I am. That's when the whole thing is turning out to be a conversation. So asking effective questions. Number 4, listen. Listen to what the other person is saying. See, there's a reason why we have one mouth and 2 ears.
Yes.
So ideally, if I'm speaking, let's just say X, I'm supposed to listen to X. That's when you're not only building a good, effective communication, you're also building a long-term relationship. When I'm working with my clients one-on-one, if I'm having
what is the 4th point? Just I have missed it due to network.
4th point is listen, active listening.
Active listening.
Yeah,
okay.
Listen double than what you speak. So when I'm working with my clients one-on-one, I go through I've entirely divided the entire segment in 3 parts. The first part, I make them talk. The second part, I'm the one who is talking, but it's in the form of a dialogue, not a monologue. Number 3 is when I'm making them ask the questions. Right? Okay. And 5th, this is the most important point, and this actually summarizes all the rest. The 5th point when it comes to effective communication is communicate through your soul, not through your knowledge, not through your reasoning. Not through your logic, not through your reasoning. Don't communicate with this intention, okay, I want to prove to him something, or I really want to express my point. No, don't do that. Focus on communication just to communicate. That's it. If they're talking, listen to them. If you want to share something, be honest with them. For example, I am so clear about my past. I've dated so many people. I've hurt so many people.
Yes.
I've broken so many hearts. I've been such a horrible person. And I'm very vocal about it. And what I realized is that when I was hiding my past from people, that's when it was like a war happening deep inside of me. But when I started to be very open and honest, communicating through my soul, that's when I've been able to build better connections. So these are the 5 tips I would say. So I hope
Yes,
that
first
that
is the identify the outcome, and second is use a personal story. Third is turn into a conversation. Fourth is active listening, and fifth is communicate through soul.
Yes,
Is it?
yes, exactly. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So
But
that
the
was
first is you have discussed the first one, that is identification of outcome.
yeah.
How will I identify?
So
The outcome.
identifying your outcome, let's just say right now I am talking to you. Okay, I'll just take this example itself. I think it's very easy to understand. Let's just say I'm talking to you right now. So you asked me a question,
Yes,
and instantly in my mind, the first thing that I ask is, okay, I need to, at the end of our conversation, you must have 5 tips to effectively communicate. Instantly, the outcome is already designed. So what happens is our brains function in such a way, when you decide on an outcome, you are in the process, the brain is in the process of guiding you towards that outcome. Okay, so that's how the whole process
that because I'm telling you, because there are different persons under when you are talking to someone there, you don't know how you will understand it. The person, how you will, when you are communicating in one way, you don't know that person how he will understand it.
Yes,
You just, that is, they have to guess in your mind, that so that you can communicate in that way, so that that person will understand. There are different persons, and due to this poor communication, there may be error. Just today, I have given one PPT to print, like one book. I have already given. I have communicated to print one copy. I have earlier given one copy, and later 2 days ago I have given. I have not given another copy, but they have, due to communication, they have printed the wrong thing.
okay, yeah.
So that in a shop. So you have to understand the level of understanding of the people. Different people are different, people are unique, and they are understand. You have to understand their how they will understand.
Yeah.
Because if you communicate one time, so how that person will understand. You have to communicate in that way.
Exactly.
Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. And in this point itself, the point number 4 comes into the play, which is active listening.
For example, suppose you are communicating to a tribal people from tribal area or in, for remote area. So you have to communicate in that way. Suppose you are talking to an Chinese people or other people, only people. So you are communicating in that way. That is the, I think, what I understand.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So for all the others, come on, drop your questions in the chat. Okay, we are definitely going to answer a few more as well. So Ajanta sir, absolutely spot on. Communicating in a way that the others will understand. That also comes up with the add-on. So let's give it up for Ajanta sir. Thank you so much for your phenomenal question. Amazing seeing you as always. Okay. Right. So the Q&A session is on. Your questions, just drop it up in the chat, and also you can obviously unmute yourself and share whichever questions that you have related to public speaking, course creation, using your social media, going to TEDx, any of these things. That's what we do every single Monday. We're going to be connecting, we're going to be interacting, we're going to be answering all your questions. So looking forward. Okay, yeah. Who is this? So 2 ways to answer your questions. The first 2 ways to get your questions answered. You can put it up in the chat. We will definitely be looking at the questions, answering. Or in case you want to interact, then definitely unmute yourself and share. So Jayanta sir is asking me how to reach the TEDx. So TEDx, again, there is a workshop that I had conducted it's somewhere around, I think, 90 minutes of hardcore training in which I've given exactly the blueprint you need to follow in order to reach TEDx. So what we will do is after the end of this particular call, we will give you the link in the group. Okay, we will be forwarding the group the link of that workshop. You can go through the workshop. Every single thing is answered. Okay, Ajanta sir. Okay, coming to Himanshu sir's question: how to prepare a good PowerPoint presentation? Well, this is one of the things that I struggled like anything. Good PowerPoint presentation. So instead of just telling you, it's better that I show you, isn't it? That's how it'll be a lot more I think interesting. Okay, so let me just open a new PowerPoint presentation and I will literally show you how to do it. That's a phenomenal question, and in fact I think it's going to help a lot of people. Yes, Rajesh sir, please do drop the question in the chat. I will definitely answer the question. Meanwhile, let me just do this. Okay, so this is the new PowerPoint presentation. I'll go for the new first slide. Let's just say I want to prepare a slide on how to reach TEDx. So okay, so yeah, so this is my first title, and I'll just give my name, say Dr. Suryadeep Mazumdar. Okay, so my headline done. Now what I will do is, this is the simplest way. Okay, simplest way. Go to design, choose any template, and let the template take care of your this thing. So I recently created content for one of my clients, and this is exactly the same method that I used. So create your template and then just follow through. So I'm going to go for, let's just say, another new slide. This is my heading main slide. And then let's just say I'll go, step one will be, let's just say, finding your story. And then what I will usually do is I will not add too many texts. I will go for pictures. How do you choose pictures? You simply go to Google and you find your picture. And when you find your picture, you just simply add that picture here. Just copy that image, put it up here, and make sure that it's pretty much self-explanatory. One more very important element in PowerPoint presentation, it's called as PowerPoint, which means powerful points. In my school and college, I used to see the people, what they would do is they just have full of pointers in the PPT, and it would turn so boring. Make sure that you're just adding one pointers. That's how it works. Okay. So I hope that answers your question, Himanshu sir. Right. So Rahman sir is asking me, if, for example, in my house, every day, some cousin friends, how can we manage to make video on public speaking practice? So Rahman sir, if I were you, I would go out of my house on the road and I'd make a video. I'd go to my terrace and make a video. There are moments, I think, if you look at my October and November videos last year, I've even made videos being in the washroom because I had people in my room when I was in the hostel, but I still did not stop. So the best way, see, this is what I feel. Again, no offense, I'm just sharing my perspective. When it comes to video making, every single time your brain tells you, this is the reason why you should not make a video, find out at least 2 to 3 reasons why you should make a video. I'll repeat that. Every single time your brain tells you this is why you should not make a video, for every such excuse or every such pointer, find 2-3 good reasons why you should make a video. In fact, right now I'm going through an entire practice of making videos every single day in my YouTube channel, as well as the Speak and Grow community, because I want to bring in more value. I'm conducting 2 to 3 sessions every single week so that I can stay immersed in the process of training. My point is, if I brush my teeth, if I eat food, if I go to sleep, I better make videos as well. This is the digital economy going on. Exactly 2 to 3 years from now, if you don't have a good social media credibility, if you're not in LinkedIn, if you don't have a Facebook page, if you don't have a YouTube channel where people can find what do you resonate with, you might just fall behind. Okay, that's what the digital economy is taking us. So just find your reasons and get on with it, right? I hope I answered that, Rahman. So I've been a little brutal, I know, because I really want you to make videos. I want to see you make videos because I've spoken to you today, right? Okay, now let's get on to Rajesh sir's question. First of all, Rajesh sir, let's bring up Rajesh sir. I mean, he's such an amazing person. And first of all, let's give it up for Rajesh sir. I remember I had attended his Freedom Program training on how to write a book and really enjoyed it. It was so insightful. So thank you so much for that, Rajesh sir. Now coming to your question, I've applied for more than 120 TEDx organizers, but I don't know where I'm going wrong. So for TEDx, even before you apply, like applying for the different organizers and all is step number 3. Before that, you need to have 2 steps in line. Number 1, your story, the idea behind your TEDx talk, the stories behind your TEDx talk, and the why. Why would you nominate yourself? The call to action. These 3 things should be aligned. The organizer will, yes, yeah, please. I think you're not, I can't hear you, Rajesh sir. Okay, so Rajesh sir is on his way. He's going to be back, I'm sure. Yes, yeah. I still can't hear you, Rajesh sir. Not audible.
आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ, अभी आ रही है सर. हाँ, yeah, please go ahead.
मैंने क्या किया, जो आपने बताया था और प्रवीण सर ने भी बताया था, I created all 4 points.
Okay.
और with your permission, कि आपने बोला था मेरा टेम्पलेट कॉपी कर सकते हो, तो मैंने प्रवीण सर का टेम्पलेट्स और आपका टेम्पलेट्स को मिक्सअप करके
जी
पूरा टेम्पलेट क्रिएट किया हुआ है, जिसमें सारे पॉइंट्स को मैंने मेंशन किया. तो मैंने जिनको पहले अप्लाई किया था, मैंने उनको री अप्लाई कर दिया था with the all details. But I get at least 2 or 3 responses कि yes, हम लोग 15 तारीख के बाद 15 दिसंबर के बाद कंसीडर करने वाले हैं, 15 दिसंबर के बाद शॉर्टलिस्ट करने वाले हैं. बट मैं ये कंफर्म करना चाहता था कि जैसे मैंने 120 प्लस अप्लाई कर दिया है और अभी TEDx में उसमें लिस्टिंग नहीं है, लिस्टिंग जो थी वो कंप्लीट हो गई इन इंडिया. और एटलीस्ट आई गेट 4 to 5 कि भैया हाँ शॉर्टलिस्ट हो रहा है, अभी होने वाला है. तो आई एम गोइंग राइट और आई एम गोइंग रॉन्ग?
ओके या सो उससे पहले मैं जानना चाहूंगा सर, आपने कौन से तारीख से अप्लाई करना शुरू किया? मतलब राइट नाउ दिस इज नवंबर, सो हैव यू स्टार्टेड अप्लाइंग फॉर TEDx talks from January? Okay. So if it is January, then they are going to take a little more time. And okay, yeah, my second question would be, where have you applied? Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, where have you applied?
मैंने तीनों आईडीज चेक की हैं. जैसे कंपनी का अगर फेसबुक पे अगर पेज मिल रहा है तो मैंने फेसबुक पे अप्लाई किया है.
Okay.
अगर वो पेज लिंक्डइन पे मिल रहा है तो लिंक्डइन पे अप्लाई किया है. ऑर्गेनाइजर्स जो भी हैं, अगर क्योंकि बहुत सारे तो ऑर्गेनाइजर के भी आईडी नहीं मिलती है, बहुत सारों में कंपनी ऑर्गेनाइजर दोनों की नहीं मिलती है, मतलब इवेंट की भी और ऑर्गेनाइजर्स की दोनों की नहीं मिलती है. बट एटलीस्ट 120 थे जिनमें सबकी मिली है. मैंने उनकी एक्चुअली में लिंक्डइन पे तो वो लॉक करके रखते हैं तो मैसेज जाता नहीं है. तो ज्यादातर फेसबुक पे ही उनका एप्लीकेशन हुआ है. प्लस जिनके मोबाइल नंबर मिले हैं, ऐसे 30-35 हैं जिनके मोबाइल नंबर्स मिले हैं, तो मैंने उनके मोबाइल पे व्हाट्सएप भी डाला है.
Okay. So in that case, what happens is we'll have to understand first the template. How is the entire template created? For example, the About Me section needs to have 6 points. The top 2 will be your professional achievements. The second 2 will be your credibility as a public speaker. Your last two has to be your credibility, your personal achievements, personal accomplishments. Section 2 में आता है अपना links of your talks. So those links has to be posted. Then it comes to the idea. You have your idea, you have your call to action. Why would you recommend yourself as a speaker? ये सारी चीजें अगर ऑर्डर में रहता है सर, उसके बाद आता है जब आप अप्लाई करना स्टार्ट करते हो, what is your credibility in LinkedIn? Is your LinkedIn profile organized? If your LinkedIn profile is organized, the about section, every single thing, then it becomes easier for the organizers to reach out to you. That's how it is. Or 120, you can just continue to work on a little more, because अगर 120 में नहीं हुआ, definitely अगला 10 जब आप अप्लाई करोगे, कोई ना कहीं से कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा. Persistence is so important. I mean, I applied for 167 TED Talks in just 1 month. So you can imagine, right? So just continue that, and I'm sure it's going to come up. ठीक है? अगर आपका approach सही चल रहा है, then nothing to worry as such. It's just going to come up. Okay. I hope I answered that question. Thank you so much, Rajesh sir. Let's give it up for Rajesh sir, everybody. Amazing. Right. I got a couple of more questions. I want to design a course. Can you guide me? Definitely, Jayanta sir. What we'll do is we can get in touch personally, one-on-one, and
just I'm telling the concept. I have created one group in Facebook, that is Conscious Creator Like-Minded Group. The conscious creator is the creator of just I failed this thing during this pandemic. Conscious creator, like-minded group, there will be small group, like the person who will be conscious in respective field. Suppose Suryadeep is conscious about the public speaking, TEDx speaks, how to reach TEDx, and all the things. So his profile will be publicized through YouTube, Twitters, and social medias. So he will mentor his group members regularly. So this is the concept.
Okay. Yes,
Got
yes,
it?
yeah.
So can you design this course for them?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's all pretty easy, but again, designing an online course obviously involves a lot of couple of elements. So understanding the niche, micro niche, mission statement, vision statement. You got your identifying a target audience. If you're planning to build a community, then the approach is different. If you want to planning to build a course, the approach is different. If you want to build a group of communities, then the approach is different. So what we will do, Jen, is maybe we can connect on one-on-one. I think then it'll be a lot more.
Yes. I will connect one-on-one. Yes. Okay.
Thank you so much. Let's give it up for Jayanta sir once again, everybody. This is good. So now that's the beauty, right? I mean, we are all interacting with each other and it feels so amazing, right? Now let's get on with Rahman sir's question. How to build social media credibility? How to build social media credibility? The first step, start making videos. Make videos on what? Make videos on your stories. If, let's just say right now, okay, I'll just give you a very simple example. I'm 25 years old. 25 years old. I must have learned at least 5 lessons in life. Practical examples, practical lessons in life. What are the incidents or stories of my life that has taught me that lesson? For example, wait for the right person. The universe will bless you. That's a message. If I want to portray this message, I'm going to first talk about my 3 failed relationships and then draw the conclusion of meeting Yogeshwari out of the blue from a social media, a private Facebook group, getting in touch, creating an online course. Now we are together. So that would be my story. Create such stories that resonates with the message. Find 5 messages. For every message, just take up 2 stories from your life. Put it up in a video. 2 stories, 1 message. So you got 5 messages, 5 videos. Post 1 video every single week in your YouTube. You would be surprised and astonished how powerful your social media credibility is just going to start. And to give you another bonus, Rahman sir, if your video is on YouTube, pull in the transcript, put it up on LinkedIn. That becomes your LinkedIn article. Download the MP3 of that video, put it up in your podcast, give it a name and put it up on Spotify. It's absolutely free. Okay, wait. Anchor.fm. That's when you want to put it. You have your podcast ready as well. See how simple it is. It's called repurposing the content. That's how you build your social media credibility. It takes 3 months. I'm still in the process of doing it. I just started 2 weeks back. Let's see how it goes on. Maybe I'll be able to give you more insights on that. Okay. Ayush sir is asking me, how much time do we have to practice public speaking as a beginner? The best way to answer this question is to give you my journey itself. Now, I had absolutely no clue about public speaking. All I knew was that I want to learn English and I love talking to people. I love to express myself, express my journey, express my stories. So when I decided I want to take my entire public speaking journey forward, I would take it as seriously as my career. If I'm writing an exam, how much time would I prepare? How much time would I take to prepare for that exam? At least a few months. So I gave myself that same amount of time. In order to really be an expert in a skill, you need to give more and more time. So ideally, how much time do you have to devote every single day? I would definitely give 30 minutes. This is not my research. This is again Robin Sharma in the book 5 AM Club. If you want to be an expert, okay, yeah, I'll give you exactly the blueprint that he mentioned in the book. In order to be an expert in any skill, you need to work on the skill. It's called the 90-91 formula. You may want to write this down. 90-91 formula. Give 90 minutes a day. Dedicate 90 minutes a day for 90 days to master one skill. That one skill. Again, I'm going to repeat that. Focus on giving 90 minutes a day for the next 90 days on that one single skill. That's what you should do as a beginner. I hope I answered that question. Right. So Rajesh sir, I see your hands up. You want to ask another question? Is it? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So do we have any more questions? We still got 8 minutes to go in our session together. So you can just feel free to drop your questions in the chat, or you can feel free to answer. I'm just going to say hi to a couple of people. Shubham sir, hello. Aparna ma'am, Charu ma'am, Rajalakshmi ma'am, Manisha ma'am. Oh, so many days I didn't see you. Uma ma'am, how are you? Hello. Pankaj sir. Okay. I got Rakesh sir. Oh, after a long time, Rakesh sir. Okay. Yogendra sir is there. Navamita ma'am, hello. So it's so good to see you all. Okay. Perfect. So do we, let's just see if we have any more questions. Okay. Just turn on all your videos, people. We're just going to take a quick snap. Just going to take a quick picture. So this will go into my LinkedIn because, okay. Yeah, Yogeshwari is also going to come up, I think. Yes. You're going to come up. Come on, turn on. Himanshu sir, hello. By the way, let's give it up for Himanshu sir. He's getting married. I think he's already got married, isn't it? Himanshu sir. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Congratulations. Let's give it up for Himanshu sir. Amazing. And guess what? People who have not been following Himanshu sir, there's been photo shoot going on. There's been like a, it just feels like a movie whenever I'm looking at your this thing. Okay. Yeah. I can see all the videos coming up. This is good. Let's take a quick picture. Yogendra sir, where are you? I want to see you. Come on. All the others. Charu ma'am, you're here and I'm not able to see you. This is unfair. Okay. So unfair. I want to see my beautiful Charu ma'am. What is this? Okay. Chalo, let's take a picture. 1 second. I'll just put it up on full screen. There you go. So give me a V. Okay. Give me a V. Okay. V for okay. Yeah. There you go. So 3, 2, 1. And yeah, thank you so much. This is good. This is going to go to my LinkedIn. So I hope it's okay with you all. Right. Do we have any more questions, or just you just want to share or stuff? You may. This is an amazing opportunity. Yeah, Shumam sir, hello. So good to see you. Right. So do we have any more questions, or we'll just call it for the day? Okay. So just a couple of announcements once again. We are starting our book club, which will be like a monthly membership. We're going to be posting more details in the groups. So for those who want to be a part of the book club, can definitely feel free to join that. We will be having our weekly Q&A sessions every Monday from 8 p.m. Tomorrow, there's an amazing session in which we will be introducing you to this 90-minute training on how can you speak confidently instantly. Instantly, you can speak confidently. 90-minute hardcore training. Please do attend that session tomorrow. And we are also going to start with a couple of more initiatives. I think the English group, the spoken English group and everything. I think Yogi is going to get in touch with Uma ma'am. It's going to get in touch with Bina ma'am, all you people, so that, we want to make this community where all of us can speak in English pretty easily. So we would be extending our help to each and every one of you as well. Please do join that. We'll be putting up all the details. At the same time, the slots are open for one-on-one training on how to reach the TEDx. So for those who want to get to know more about it, please do get in touch with me. Okay, yeah, Rajalakshmi ma'am, thank you so much. I was expecting that you're going to ask me a question, but nevertheless, next week for sure. Okay, Rahman sir's hand is raised. So Rahman sir, you want to be... Okay, yeah.
Hello, Suryadeep sir.
Waiting for the call. Yes, Rahman sir. Yeah.
How can I do what I'm really born to do? How to find this?
Okay, yeah. That's a phenomenal question. In fact, Rahman sir, first of all, let's give it up. I love you, Rahman sir, because this is a point that I wanted to share, but I missed out. Right now I am doing one-on-one coaching in 2 things. The first is how to reach your TEDx, how to reach your first ever TEDx, all the way from crafting your story right till reaching on that TEDx stage and speaking. Every single thing, whether it's designing a template, drafting a speech, going out there and reaching out the organizer and everything. I give you one-on-one coaching over somewhere around 2 months. So that's the first thing. The second thing is we are going to start this entire new initiative from the month of December is how to find your purpose. Doesn't matter what age you are in. What are you here for? What is it that you want to deliver? What is that specific thing that you want to deliver out to the whole world? Okay, and this entire coaching is going to happen one-on-one. So for those who want to know more about it, I think definitely you can get in touch with me personally. We'll be giving you all the details. I've already started working with 2 such souls, helping them find their purpose. Just like I found my purpose. So it's pretty easy. And of course, for all the others, I think we have a lot of stuff in store for you, which we will be disclosing as and when these sessions are going to happen. Now, understand this, people. This is the 29th of November, and I want to leave you today, this evening, with this couple of pointers, very interesting ones. This is the penultimate month of 2021. Look back and ask yourself, how has the year been? What are the skills that you've learned in this particular year? How much have you grown in this particular year? What are the things that you achieved in this particular year? And if you believe that you've not done much, then you still have another month to work on yourself. There's another bombastic announcement, okay? We are going to conduct an entire 2-day live seminar. It's going to be an immersive seminar. I mean, over the last 5.5 years, I've just completely turned my life around in terms of skills, in terms of values, in terms of really finding those messages in which I can use to grow. And we want to bring that out to you, each and every one of you, in an entire weekend. An entire weekend we spend together. There'll be a lot of music, dance, a lot of crazy activities. And it's going to be an absolute deep immersion where we will be identifying how your life has been so far. How can you leverage on that and turn your life around to the next level? What am I talking about? I'm going to be disclosing it very, very slowly in the next couple of days. Please do stay tuned to all the different social media platforms. I will be uploading all these different sessions. Okay. So with that, it's been an absolute pleasure serving you this particular evening. It's always such a pleasure connecting with you all. We'll meet again tomorrow, because tomorrow is the live 90-minute training. You do not want to miss out on that. How can you speak confidently instantly? Looking forward to it. Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for being here. It's been an absolute pleasure serving you. Have a phenomenal rest of the evening ahead. Till then, it's Dr. Suryadeep. Love you all so